Hello and welcome to your 6th Java beginner programming tutorial. I'm Saigai1121 and let's go ahead and get started. So in the last tutorial I taught about strings and char variables and a few of the basic things you can do with them. Later on I'll talk about more of the advanced things you can do, like converting an int to a string or vice versa. But for now, that's really all you need to know about strings and chars, or tomato. So what I'm going to teach you guys about today is what's called a for loop. And a for loop, the syntax, not sentence, two very different things, don't get them confused, is you type for and then something like int I equals 0. And so you're declaring a variable inside the for loop. And then I is less than 10. And so you're pretty much saying, while I is less than 10, do this for loop. And then I++. And what I++ does is it pretty much just adds 1 to I every time it iterates through the for loop. So let me finish it and I can explain it better then. So let's just do system.out.println let's see, for loop. I don't know. Okay, so what this basically does, the for loop, is first you're declaring a variable I, and people normally use I unless it's some other thing, like when you're doing graphics, if it's like X value or depth or something. Other than that, you should probably use I because it's just common, I guess. But you're pretty much declaring a variable I and setting it equal to 0. And then you're saying, while I is less than 10, do this. And there's also like less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to, and you put 2 equals for equal to. But we're just going to do less than and equal to. And then I++ is every time it finishes doing this for loop, add 1 to I. So if we run the program, then you see we have C from the last episode, and we have for loop, for loop, for loop, for loop, for loop 10 times. So now something else you can do is, and this is more of a string thing, is you can do, like for the system.out.println, you can put a comma and then put, like, I. Oh, you need to put, there, plus I. Comma is for something else related to strings, but we'll worry about that later. And so if we put a semicolon here, space, and run this, you can see it gives you for loop 0, for loop 1, for loop 2, for loop 3, for loop 4, for loop 5, and so on, up to 10. So I'm going to end this video here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And in the next tutorial, I'm going to probably cover while loops, which is another kind of loop. But for now, thank you for watching.